Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to the World Cup of Hockey. I am your host, Michael Schick. In the last game against these two teams, we saw Czechia get a tight 2-1 win. I believe they scored at the end of the game to take the lead, and they didn't look back. And we're going to have game 2 now. We'll see how Norway responds. Of course, Marvin, Fritz, Jermaine, Stepan, and Gail Schaefer, who was very involved, had a breakaway opportunity in that first game. See how they respond against Czechia, of course. Plekanec, Lindner, and Stejskal with the game-winning wrist shot with 2 minutes left. As you can see from the overalls, Czechia is favored to win this series, but not without some fight from Norway, hopefully. If game 1 is any indication, we're in for a treat. As the opening face-off is between Fritz and Plekanec. Pittis scoops the puck. He's in over the line on the outside. Has some trouble there. Gets it back to Zacharias. Back to Ramsey. Over to Pittis. Finds Fritz behind the net. He's being rubbed out by Tlusty. As Stejskal picks up the puck, and he's flattened on the play. And a quick shot by Norway there. Steered to the corner. Lindner tries to find Plekanec, and he shoots it wide. As Pittis will settle and get it up to Ramsey. Ramsey makes a move around his man. Cuts through 3 guys, circles back. Dumps it down, but nobody there. As Pavlikovsky will scoop that. Back over to Stejskal. Having trouble getting going here. There we go, up to Plekanec. He's in over the line. He's on the outside around Ramsey. Pinned in the corner. Still has the puck, cuts it to the middle. A quick shot and a great save. And another great save by the goaltender. Sweeney gets the puck in his own end, finds Zacharias. Over up to Stepan. And a quick one-timer is held by Kolars, but dumped out. Looked like he was going to ice that one. Not ice that one, but you know what I mean. Sit on the puck and wait for the whistle, but he did dump it out. As Vyborny with a blast, steered to the corner by Bartkowski. Blatney keeps it in over to Orzog. A one-timer from the point, and that's also steered to the corner by Bartkowski. Zacharias with some trouble. Schaefer gets it up to Dundas. He takes a shot, and a great save by Kolars. The 5-hole trap. Blatney can't get it through traffic. Vyborny with a blast. And that's steered to the corner. That might be his 3rd shot. More of a defensive defenseman. Getting involved. As Carlos is headed the other way. Stolen back by Sinitsyn. Blatney with a move. He finds Prokop in over the line. And a great save. Sweeney tries to get it back to Schaefer on the one-timer, and he can't get the pass through. Sekash finds Blatney. I think Blatney might have ran him over there. We'll have to see the replay. Certainly not intentional if that's the case. As Riley finds Sweeney, that's pushed off. Eric Bicek finds Lebda over to Blatney. Stolen back by Kerslaki. Finds Zacharias up to Sweeney. On the wing. Can't cut to the middle as Bicek rubs him out. Pinned behind his own net. Tries to kick it over to Lebda. Tyupkin finds Sekash. He's in over the line. He finds Blatney. A quick shot and a glove save. And a whistle. The face-off will be to Bartkowski's right. We saw this hit earlier by Skylar Pittis. 6'3", 220 center. That's just a bigger man going after a littler man. And physics will take over in that circumstance. As Norway wins another draw. And he gets run over on the play by Tlusty. No shortage of big hits here early as Kajanik tries to make a move. Finds Blatney in the slow, and it's a great save. I think that hit the post. And I don't believe that was Blatney. That was Tlusty coming up in the slot. As Kolars has a quick opportunity there, steered to the corner. Slager in over the line. He finds Tlusty, and another quick shot, and a great save. Gord Barron headed the other way. Tries to get it over to his man, stolen by Tlusty in the passing lane. Spruckis has the puck. Marian Spruckis tries to get around. Pushed off the play by the defenseman. Rolls to the goaltender, and we'll have a face-off to his left. Jan Pavlikovsky, another large hitting defenseman, 6'5", 230, somewhere in that range. Talented offensive defenseman, believe it or not, in addition to the physical play that we see there. As the top centers will face off. Czechia wins. Can't possess. Norway with the puck. Fritz tries to make a move around his man. Uldrich Lintner gets the puck up to Jacob Plekanec. He's got speed. Finds Stejskal on the wing. A backhand. And an easy save for Ezra Bartkowski. 10 shots, 10 saves. And he was tremendous in the first game in a losing effort. Plekanec behind the net to Stejskal. Tries to find Lintner. Can't get it through traffic. Tyubkin gets it back to Lintner. He can't settle it. A blast from the point and an easy snare by Bartkowski. The sailor by Billy Greentree. One of the leaders on this Norway squad. Known to throw him down. Also contributes offensively and, of course, physically, as we see on that play. As Czechia will possess. Orzog gets it up to Sekaj. Sekaj tries to get it through to Prokop, but can't. Too many bodies. Nathaniel Kerslaki headed the other way. Puck stolen back by Lebda. He tries to make a move around his man. Gets a quick shot and a great save. Prokop with the puck. Can't get through the defenseman. And Pino is run over by Tlusty. Zacharias has the puck. Tries to feed it back. Fritz drops it to Pino. Back to Fritz. A blocker save. And Zacharias tries to get a last-minute blast. As we see the opportunity here by Bedrich Tlusty, probably the best of this first period. Another great one there on the tip. But it remains 0-0. Czechia with a decided advantage in shots and time on attack. A slight edge in passing, with the advantage to Norway in the face-off department. Only 4 face-offs in this first period. Plenty of hitting, though, 23 aside. As we start the second period, no shortage of action, but no score. Reminiscent of that first game, the tight 2-1 game. As Ramsey feeds it to Stepan, and he can't get the shot through as he hits his own man. Pittis there trying to throw the screen. Takes a slap shot right to his leg. Zacharias gets in the passing lane and steals that one. He's in over the line. Still has the puck, finds Stepan. He can't get a shot through, and it rolls to Karel Kolar's face-off to his left. Fritz draws up against Slager. Patrick Slager wins that back. Finds Blatney. Over to Kajanik. Very involved in the first game. Fritz steals the puck away, and he gets a quick shot. Has a rebound, throws it over to Pittis, but misses him. I don't think Pittis was expecting that. But another steal here by Norway as Stepan dumps it down. Chasing after it is Pittis. Pittis gets hit by Kajanik, but still maintains his balance and then drills Kajanik on the back part of that play. Could have argued that that was interference, but I think the refs let that one go. As a blast finds Bartkowski's glove, and he's making these saves look easy. Oh, it was actually Marvin Fritz who caught him. Barely hit him with the body, but when Marvin Fritz is coming at you, it doesn't matter. One of the best hitters in Chel history. As Orzog gets a shot through, and that's steered to the corner. Prokop keeps it in. Prokop fights off a guy, but picked up by Schaefer. Finds Dundas on the wing. He's in over the line. Tries to feed it through Orzog, but can't. As Lebda's headed the other way. Stolen back by Norway. Schaefer with speed. And that's going to be a tripping penalty. Roman Vyborny. We highlighted him early in the first period. More of a defensive defenseman. Got beat clean with the speed by Schaefer. And he got his stick involved in the skates, and that's going to be a trip every time. As you see how these goaltenders stack up, both with at least a .955 save percentage, which is outstanding. If you like a nice defensive tight game, then you're in for a treat here. As Kerslaki tries to get this power play going for Norway. Czechia doing a good job possessing here and keeping the puck away from them. As they might have a shorthanded chance if it weren't for Riley in front. He finds the puck up to Dundas, drops it to Sweeney, over to Greentree. Back over to Sweeney, and he scores! A tic-tac play by Norway's power play gives them the 1-0 lead. Great patience here by Greentree not to shoot that. Most coaches will tell you to take that shot. Waits the extra second, finds Sweeney on the back door. And that's an easy bury behind Kolar's. Orzog trying to get in between things there. I think he over-pursued. Ends up in his goaltender's lap. And we'll have Norway here with the 1-0 lead. Just about halfway through this game. In a tight game like the one that we saw in Game 1, every goal matters. As Czechia look to bounce back. Plekanec on the wing. Can't cut it middle. As the puck finds Schaefer, he makes a move. Finds Dundas. Circles in his end. Over to DeMarchi. DeMarchi can't get it through, and that's put to the corner and corralled by Czechia. Kajanik's headed the other way with speed. He's in over the line. Tries to make the Forsberg move and thwarted by Bartkowski. Salpino headed the other way. Can't get a shot through. Blocked by Patrick Slager. He takes a quick shot and a great save. As Philip Fox is there to greet him. Face-off won back by Fritz. Ramsey finds it back to Fritz. He's in over the line. Pressure by Sinitsyn. Fights it off. Finds Ramsey in the slot. And a great series of saves there by Kolars. Fedoruk with a quick shot. Can't get it through Pittis. Finds Sinitsyn in front. A great save. Point blank by Bartkowski. As he remains perfect. Zacharias dumps it down. Stepan not there. He dropped back behind the net. He probably would have grabbed that one, but I think he was thinking, crash the net, let me get this rebound. Amari Riley on the wing. He's in over the line. Gets pushed off the puck by Pavlikovsky. Stolen back by Riley. Kicked around the boards. Lebda. Back to Tlusty. Finds Lebda in front. Thank goodness he was there. Finds Blatney on the wing. But picked up by Norway. Greentree over to Sweeney. Breaks it out up to Riley. Riley finds Carlos. Back to Sweeney, who has the goal. And that's stolen back by Czechia. Stolen back by Norway. A lot of neutral zone play in the second period. As a quick shot gets in on Kolars, but he has no trouble with that one. DeMarchi skates up. Takes a shot and a great glove save by Karol Kolars. Made it look easy. Yeah, there's nothing more dangerous in certain situations than a defenseman who's last in the play, skating up with the puck and taking a point-blank shot in the slot. But when you got a glove like Karol Kolars, you're going to flash it. Only 10 faceoffs in this game, 5 aside. As Hamill lines up against Sekaj. Czechia wins that draw. Orzog finds Vyborny on the wing. He's in over the line. Up against Fox. Finds Sekaj in the slot! And a great save! Prokop behind the net. And a rebound! And another great save. Dangerous chances here. We're not going to see any of them. But we were pretty close to a goal there a couple times. As Vyborny takes a blast, also grabbed by Bartkowski. Continues to be the standout in this game. Face-off won by Norway. Fox. Stolen away by Czechia and a blast in front. Steered to the corner by Bartkowski. Stejskal keeps it in. Kicks it to Plekanec in front to Littner. And he can't get a shot off. Hemingway headed the other way. Finds Pino. Pino pushed off the puck. Possessed by Barron, who dumps it down. And that's going to be icing. 2:20 left in this second period. Bartkowski with a barrage of shots so far in this game. 20 for 20. Face-off to his left. Orzog at the point. Finds Littner. Can't get the shot through. Back to Orzog. Over to Vyborny with a blast. Possessed by Stejskal. Stejskal kicks it around to Plekanec. He's pinned. Hamill gets the puck, finds Pino. Breaks it up out to Barron. Gord Barron headed the other way. He finds Hemingway with a quick shot and a great pad save by Kolars, point blank. Hamill doing a good job keeping it in. This fourth line doing a great job here. Zacharias with a blast, misses the net. Hemingway finds Hamill behind the net. Hamill's pin finds Pino, back to Hemingway, and a quick shot! And a great save to end this period by Karol Kolars. The only goal to report here, this beautiful passing play Finding Sweeney on the back door for the power play goal. Billy Greentree orchestrating that one. As Czechia continues to lead in shots, time on attack, and passing, now has the edge in faceoffs. Finds themselves down 1-0 going into the third period. Where is the offense for these teams? 4 goals across 5 periods now. As we enter period 6 in this series, Norway up 1-0. Stejskal finds Tlusty in front, can't get the full shot on. Fans on the puck. We're going to see some of these beautiful saves by Ezra Bartkowski. Numerous point-blank opportunities. Blasts from the point. One-timers. And what a tremendous glove here. That had a return address for the top corner there. As the faceoff is to his left. Czechia possesses. Tlusty with a quick shot. I believe that hit the defenseman. Can't get it clean through. As he has a blast there, and then also right into his glove. Active glove, Bartkowski. Another face-off to his left. Czechia doing a good job of putting the pressure on. Can't crack through this wall. As Stepan makes a neat little move around his guy. On the outside, cuts to the middle. A quick shot. Fans on the puck. Czechia headed the other way. Jacob Plekanec behind the net. Tries to find Stejskal. Misses him. Stepan up to Sweeney. Of course, had the only goal in this game so far. He has a quick blast. Easily steered to the corner by Kolars. Picked up by Czechia, headed the other way. Littner finds Pavlikovsky on the wing. Makes a move around his guy. A quick shot. Another great save, point blank, by Bartkowski. Just over 16 minutes left in this game. Czechia needs a goal. As they're going to put some pressure on here in the Norway end. Gail Schaefer headed the other way. Carlos in over the line. Reese Carlos tries to get a shot through. Fans on the puck. That's been a theme tonight for this Norway squad. Kajanik with a quick shot. Speaking of themes, where have you heard this one? Another great glove save by Bartkowski. Czechia wins the draw. Lebda can't get the shot through. Scooped up by DeMarshy, headed the other way. Drops it back to Schaefer. Carlos in over the line. Finds Schaefer in the slot. Can't get the shot through. Scooped up by Czechia, headed the other way. Lebda tries to make a move around his man. Cleaned up by DeMarshy. DeMarshy tries to feed it to the slot. Went right through the skates of Schaefer. As Lebda's headed the other way. Stolen back by Norway. As Schaefer makes a little move. He's got speed on the outside. Feeds it to Fritz in front. Can't get a clean shot on. As it rolls right to Kolars' 5-hole and steered to the corner. Zacharias with the puck. Runs over his man. I believe that was Tlusty. As he drops it over to Pavlikovsky. Up to Kajanik. Lebda with Kajanik. Pinned in the corner by Fritz. Tremendous defensive forward. Riley possesses the puck. They're going to head the other way as Fritz makes a move. And some hitting here by Czechia thwarts that attack. Riley finds Zacharias. Zacharias An easy save for Kolarz on the wing. As Czechia turns up the physicality. I counted about 5 or 6 hits in that series. Here's one of them, I'm sure. Yep, the sandwich hit. It's the last one I saw. As the faceoff will be to Kolar's right. Less than half remaining in this period. As a blast from Norway is held by Kolarz. Dropped to Ladislav Tyupkin. Gets it up the wing to Clint Fedoruk. Clint Fedoruk finds Sinitsyn. A quick shot. And that's steered. Sweeney headed the other way. Stolen easily by Czechia. As Tyupkin's trying to make a change. He might get caught here. Philip Fox. Oh, and a great hit by Tyupkin. And a steal by Bicek up to Littner. Finds Plekanec. And another great stop here by this Norway defense. I believe that was Pittis, the forward, getting back. They've looked good defensively in spurts tonight. Fox finds Pittis. Drop back to Greentree. A blast! And a great glove save by Kolarz. Unless you're a goaltender lover, you hate to see a 1-0 win. Let's see if Czechia can do anything about that. As Pino doesn't get all of the shot, and Kolarz has an easy save as the puck just rolls into his lap. Face off to his left. Hamill draws against Slager. Slager wins the draw. Orzog with the puck. Gets it back to Slager. He's in over the line with size. DeMarshy possesses the puck. Still has it. Slager finds Vyborny in front. And a great save by Bartkowski. Had the angle. I believe Vyborny fanned on the first shot. Didn't fan on the second, but by that point, Bartkowski in a perfect position to make the save. As Norway wins the draw, Greentree going to come out of his own end. He's taking it himself. Goes behind the net, cuts it out front, finds Pino on the back door, and a great save by Kolarz. Stejskal finds his man in the slot, and a great save by Bartkowski. Might have been blocked. I don't see him given credit for the shot, so that I believe it's blocked. As Kolarz, the other side of the ice, makes a nice save there on Hemingway. Again, I don't think Hemingway got all of the shot here. Fritz wins the draw, finds Zacharias, and tipped in front by Pittis. And Kolarz is smart to grab that one. Fritz wins the draw, back to Zacharias with a blast, steered to the corner by Kolarz. Prokop's going to head the other way. He's behind his net. Finds Sekac on the back door, but can't get the shot. Ramsey headed the other way. Chad Ramsey pushed off the puck by the defense. Pavlikovsky dumps it back to Prokop. Stepan pinned in the corner by Prokop. As Sekac almost has a breakaway, and he would have loved to get that one. As Norway is dialing up the pressure here to end the game. A surge of shots in the last 10 minutes. Greentree can't get the shot through, blocked by Pavlikovsky. Kajanik's headed the other way. He might have a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. A Tlusty shot, steered, possessed by Blatney. Over to the point, another great save by Bartkowski. As we have less than a minute to go in this game, If Czechia is going to get a goal, it's got to be now. As Blatny tries to keep it in, stolen by Fritz. Up to Stepan. Finds Pittis on the unselfish play. And Pittis is going to throw that into the empty net as he steamrolled. Don't think he cares, as his team's going to get out of here with at least a 2-0 victory. Yeah, Stepan might have been able to take this up himself. Sees Plekanec coming, gets run over. Finds Pittis, who gets run over as well, but not before putting that puck in the back of the net and sealing this game. I mean, we saw the overalls before the game. Czechia has a 100 offense overall. And they didn't have any shortage of opportunities tonight, but could not crack Ezra Bartkowski. As they still have the empty net, Schaefer's going to try to get around Tyupkin. Tyupkin's going to possess. Going to get a quick shot steered to the corner by Bartkowski. Schaefer has the puck. Schaefer's headed the other way. Stolen by Sprutkis. Up to Stejskal. Tries to make a move, hit off the puck. Greentree up to Schaefer. And Schaefer misses the empty net. If it matters. As Stejskal's going to get one last shot in. But Ezra Bartkowski going to preserve this shutout. 30 for 30. Tremendous night in net. The reason Norway is getting out of here with the win. Let's not understate Kolar's as well. Wouldn't say he had as many high danger opportunities as faced to get as Bartkowski did. But still solid in his own right, only letting in the one goal. A game highlighted by defense, big hits, turnovers, and big saves. I know they're going to show the goal here. There it is. Sweeney on the back door. Greentree with the patience. And the power play game-winning goal. As they're going to give Pittis the third star with the empty net. Had a lot of hits too involved for sure. Kolar's with the second star. Great saves like that one. That was his best for sure. Then Ezra Bartkowski with the first star. Funny you don't give the third star to Philip Sweeney, who had a goal with a goalie in the net. But anyway, that's going to do it for us here. We'll see you next time. So long, and good night.